Hey Camp Followers, episode 12. We are still on our cuboidal pyramid, but we're now at the pinnacle, we're at the top. And what does that mean? Rebuild, what does it mean? Well, I divide it in my head into two distinct categories. We've got the physical rebuild, and we've been talking about why this is important. We've had a pain state, we've had lack of use, therefore we've got lack of function. We're controlling the pain, we need to get that lack of use resolved. We need to get function back. But rebuild also is the relationship that you have with your dog. So this is something that I'm very passionate about. I have a dog because that's my companion, that's who I spend my time with. They come with me everywhere, hairdressers, pub, on holiday. My dog is my mate. Now, if I was doing a competitive sport, for example, I know that I would struggle to go, well, what do I do now? I can't do high-end agility, or I'm not going to be doing my high-end obedience, so I've got to stop doing my flyball. Rebuild is about giving that owner alternatives. So we're talking high level, but we're also talking about your average dog owner that used to throw the ball or flick the frisbee, or they used to do all of their running on the beach, or they used to go on 10-mile runs at the weekend. That's what they've done. That's what they've done for 8 to 10 years, and now they've said, no, you can't do that anymore. How can we help that owner adjust? And it sounds frivolous, it sounds logical. Surely owners can come up with something else to do. I have tended to find in my career that unless I start giving people other ideas, they very quickly fall back into what they've always done and nothing changes. True?
Yeah, absolutely.
So rebuild at the top of our pyramid is trying to help you guys structure your move forward. So we have this lovely phrase, arthritis isn't the end of the road, it's just the start of a new direction, and it is. Just because your dog's got arthritis doesn't mean that everything stops. All the fun has gone. Not at all. There are so many different things that you can do. There's new hobbies coming out, such as hoopers, which is low-level agility. We've got lots more scent work coming out. There's a lot more things that you can do with your dog, which aren't high impact, which are kinder on the joints, especially compromised joints. So do you find that you have to talk to your owners and kind of prompt new thought patterns?
Yeah, I mean, there are some really simple things you can recommend though, which can lead them on to ideas for other things.
Yes. Yeah.
So one idea that I use a lot is actually something that I got from you. We're putting a load of sticks down in your garden and then throwing kibble amongst these sticks.
Yeah.
And that represents part of their dinner.
Yeah.
But they've got to go and use their nose to find it.
Yeah.
And whilst they're finding it, using their nose and their fantastic olfactory, massive part of their brain given over to smell, they're also stepping over these sticks which are very low to the ground, so that's quite good at encouraging flexibility, and they're having to use their brain to do that. Yeah. And it's using their brain for things that are low impact exercise, and then the owners will go on and find other things. Yeah. It occurs to them they can do these other things with the dog, and also then they start to realise that going for a very slow sniffy walk instead of a straight to the park throwing a ball type walk it might seem boring to you as the walker, but the dog's really enjoying themselves, getting to smell and spend time gathering all that information, that cacophony of smells that are down at dog nose level that we completely miss out on as humans. Yeah. And that's actually really mentally satisfying for the dog.
And this is what it's about the dog, you know. To add to that, I think it's quite heartbreaking when you're driving down the road and you can see somebody on their mobile phone and they're literally dragging a dog that you can see is quite elderly or struggling, who's just trying to sniff. They're just trying to walk slowly and sniff and enjoy themselves. But so the stepping over the poles, that was because I was always on my laptop and I was always so busy, and I wanted Holly to be up moving regularly. So getting her up and moving on a regular basis kept things functioning.
But you had to spend no time at all to actually do that.
No, and we just went and got a load of branches from a forest, so they were just quite small branches, and a bit like that old-fashioned game of pick-up sticks. So just chuck them in the air, and as they fall, that's what we're going to use as our little assault course, and sprinkle treats around it. And I had an old wooden ladder, and we used to walk between the rungs. Yeah. And we had different sizes, pieces of wood that she had to step up, step down, and it made her use her brain, kept her active, meant we did things together. And that would often replace going for that big walk, because I worked on client-specific outcome measures, which we're going to cover in the next episode, that really saw me through 2.5 years of managing my dog's condition. But if my client-specific outcome measures, if her indicators were bad, we would do just low-impact stuff at home in the garden, and we would leave the walk because it was going to be too much. So rebuild really is about making this change of direction exciting. It's not a negative. It's not, oh, can't do anything anymore. Can't go out for those exciting walks, those hikes, those chasing the balls, those beach days. It's just a change in mindset. And those owners that embrace a change in mindset quite quickly tend to move forward better. But the owners that hang on to, but I am happy when I see him running for that ball. I'm happy when he's in and out of the river, in and out of the river. The dog looks happy at the time, but I can assure you later that day or 2 days afterwards, they're not so happy if they've put their body through that. So back to rebuild. It's in the pyramid because it's an important part of your plan. We can help you with the medications, the interventions, the weight control, the supplements, but changing the lifestyle of your dog so it suits your dog and you is just as important. So please don't poo-poo rebuild. It's very, very important. We're going to do lots more about rebuild. Episodes will follow as this YouTube channel grows. We're going to give you loads of ideas about enrichment and distraction. But for now, we're going to end it here. Episode 13 is a really big game changer for you guys. We're going to talk to you about how you can use objective measures to work out what is working for your dog and what is not working for your dog, so that you can take charge of the situation. So we'll see you for episode 13. Bye!